Hello, welcome to Frema Shows. Today I'm taking you all the way traditional. I'm going to show you how to make akankye. Akankye, I have 3 ripe plantain. I have 3 peppers, 2 big ball of onion, bunny fish, which is nice wash and cut into dice. I have 1 cup of roasted peanuts, salt, and palm oil. Now, before we do anything, this is the basically ingredient you need for akankye. Now stay tuned. I'm going to slice the onion into our asanka, and we have to ground it. So first, but let me ground the pepper first. Then I will add my onions. So I'm grinding the peppers. Make sure all the seed is browned before you add your onions. So I'm going to continue to grind in asanka. So my pepper is nice and brown. I'm going to slide my onions and put it in. I'm going to slide up two onions into it. So this is the onions. You may be wondering why I have a lot of onions. It requires for it. If you want to have the best taste, you need to use a lot of onion. You can even use 3 big balls of onion. So I'm going to ground it, then put everything together. Just stay tuned. This is how it looks so far. Our onions and pepper. Remember, I didn't add a salt yet. I'm going to scoop into this side and work on the red plantain, but I'm going to rinse it a little bit so that the onions will not get into my eyes. Alright, so stay tuned. Let me rinse asanka really quick and I'll be right back. We're going to rip our plantain, cut them into small pieces. You may ask, can you ground it in can you use blender? Yes, you can use blender. But I'm taking you to traditional way. This is how we used to do it. Remember, you can bake it or you can also steam it, but I'm going to steam mine, and maybe I'll bake one to show you how it looks like. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Let me peel all the skin out, cut them into pieces, and I'm going to ground it. This is akankye. So I get all my ripe plantain all nice and diced. So I'm going to ground it. Make sure you ground it till it's all soft, okay? No lump in it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my time and ground it one by one so that there will be no lump. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Alright, so get everything ground, and this is how it looks. Nice and creamy. I'm going to scoop everything into my bowl because I'm going to use the asanka to ground the peanut as well, the roasted peanuts. Remember, I haven't added any salt. I'm going to do so because you need to make sure that the salt is perfect before you put into bake. But remember, the roasted peanut also has salt in it, so you have to be careful how much. But I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of salt into it. Let's grind some salt. This is salt. Okay, that's about a tablespoon. I'll leave it to mix, and if it is not enough, I'm going to add more. Once I'm waiting, I'm going to drain my asanka, just raise it a little bit. Then we come back and work on the peanuts, roasted peanuts, and also our palm oil. All right, I've raised my asanka, so I'm going to brown this gradually. If you put it all together, it's going to be very hard to do so. So every little amount that I get it ground to the level that I want, I'm going to scoop it into our ripe blend or ground plantain. Okay, the first 1 gram, and this is how it looks. That's our peanut. So I'm going to scoop it into my bowl. Alright, I'm going to do that with all of it. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Be right back. Alright, I get all the peanuts in. So we are going to, this is how it looks so far. Remember, I remember I add about 1 tablespoon of salt in it, but I may add more. Make sure the salt is perfect before you bake it. So I'm going to add my bony fish and also my ground pepper and onion into mix. Right here is palm oil, which is we all familiar with. Normally required for 1 cup, but I'm going to use just 1/4 of palm oil, just for coloring. And that's how we do it traditional way. So let me stir it and make sure everything is in point before we start putting the pan. Okay, so I just tasted and the salt is not enough, so I'm going to add about another tablespoon. So that will make it, I use teaspoons, so I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon to it so that it will be perfect. But make sure you stir it, everything is on point before you put it into the pan. These are my pan I'm going to use. In traditional way, we use leaves to do it. But this modern time, we use pan. Alright, so I use my pan spray just to butter it. Now let's put it into the pan. You may ask me, how do I know how to cook this food? My mother is a queen mother, and growing up when I was a little girl, I mean she's still a queen mother, we used to make it in occasionally like Akankye3 or Easter or any festival. This is a traditional meal. We make fufu and everything, but we also make this as well. So that's how I learned how to do this. So it's a traditional meal in Ashanti, but I don't know about other culture. I'm going to steam 3 and I'll bake 1 so that you will know the difference. You can, like I said, you can fry it, you can bake it, or you can steam it. Alright, so I have my 4 cups ready. Like I said, I'm going to bake 1 and steam 3. Put a foil on it and make sure it's really tight, because you are going to steam it or bake it. You don't want it to get into your or cause any fire. And that is what I'm going to do. Just about this size on aluminum foil. Make sure it's really tight, that no vapor or water can go in. Next procedure, we are going to put it into our water. This is how much the water. Don't make it too much. Just a little bit to steam it, okay? But make sure at least the water get into half of it so that it can cook. So I'm going to put 3 to steam and cover it up. It's gonna take about an hour for it to get done. And for the one that I'm going to bake, it doesn't take long. I think it takes about 30 minutes. So I'm going to wait till this one is halfway done. Then I'll put this one in the oven. You're still watching Frema Shows. Akankye is what you are watching. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. I'll show you when it's done. Our Akankye is ready. This is the baked one, the one that I baked, and this is the one I steamed. So let's see the difference. Let me show you the difference. Okay. The one that is baked, you see the edges? Because I put a pan spray underneath on the pan before I bake it, so it will be easier for me to get it out. Okay, this is how it looks. Or I can even turn it around. Okay, this is how it looks. All right, let's take one that it was also steamed and see the difference. Okay. All right, so the one that we steam, this is how it looked. just make sure you just get the skip out the edges. I know I put a spray in the pan so that it won't stick in, but still, just want to make sure that the edges will come out clean. Okay. Let's take it out as well. Okay. All right, so this is how it looks. It looks more like alele or momo, isn't it? Don't worry, very soon I'll show you how to make alele. In traditional way, we just eat it just like that when it's a little bit cooled down, but you can have a slice of tomatoes to it. So I do want to thank you for watching. My name is Frema Shows, and I taught you how to make Akankye traditional meal. Bye bye.